Ugh. What that even sounds like.
What?
And it's done. The intro just ended. That I preset on the thing or whatever.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Some fucking just stupid shit.
Hell yeah. That's great.
And here's the I think that's the laugh track. Ha ha. Nothing funny was said. Ugh.
You heard it here first.
Fucking A, man. I mean, just ate some pasta with blue cheese on it. It was different. Then I ate some pizza.
Just been a dog shit human being all
Yeah,
day if you're really curious.
Got that gutter palate going on right now.
Yeah, just killing the game.
Straight gutter. Well, we got cut off our last one that we did because my batteries died on the pod track, but we got some new batteries in and should be able to run it.
You fucking better believe it.
We better believe it, yeah. And try to I turned your mic up a little more, but try to just keep it as close as you can to your mouth.
Yep.
Because like it'll just sound fucking better, and then
Cool. Perfect.
the sound won't bounce off everywhere. But fucking A, man, that pizza was good. That deep dish was fire.
The Detroit style slice is
Yeah,
supreme.
dude, that shit was gluttonous.
Not a bad call, right?
It was good. I dumped so much Parmesan cheese on it. I was like the help. I was like trying to get as much as I could out of it, dude.
I mean, yeah, the amount of fucking Parmesan cheese and the amount of fucking salt that I threw onto that was sacrilegious. Bro, it was sacrilegious. Like, yo, Parmesan cheese is already salty enough.
Salt
and
life.
I was just like going for it.
That's salt life, bro.
Yeah, hey, salt, baby.
I've recently read that sodium is not as bad for you as they say it is.
I mean, it's not as good for you as you think it is. For sure.
Well, certain mineral salts are actually really good for you. It's like what magnesium is and shit.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that, yeah, checks out.
Obviously, like refined salt, that shit, though, it's on the table there. It's probably not the best.
I mean, yeah, the kosher salt and the refined salt is the same salt.
No, for sure.
Like, I mean, yeah, like as unfortunate.
But yeah, they say it's not as bad. It's not
is.
as bad for you as your blood pressure and stuff. Apparently, like that's a myth that it like spikes your blood pressure, is what they're saying.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they've consumed as much salt as I have consumed, because I've definitely felt my blood pressure go up from just eating things that is fully salted.
I mean, it might just be like the general food, like just the sugars and stuff and the carbs. The carbs for sure make your blood pressure go up.
I mean, yeah, that's for
But
sure.
salt in general, they've said that the studies I've read or whatever, they said they can't link sodium to blood pressure. They just recommend that people don't consume a lot if they have high blood pressure.
Okay.
But they said they can't link. They haven't been able to link it back to that reason. It's usually the eating habits.
Okay. I mean,
But
that would make sense.
When you talking about fucking health shit, this is one thing I wanted to talk about is because I have like carpal tunnel and shit. I know a lot of people do, but fucking there's this like thing I was watching. Basically, like people breathe from their chest, like, you know, and apparently when you breathe from your chest, you're supposed to breathe from your gut. Because it doesn't add any pressure to your shoulders, and it helps when you breathe, when you have carpal tunnel specifically, or having problems with your hands, and you breathe from your chest, it adds tension to your hands, and you're supposed to breathe from your gut. And the reason we don't believe, but like they don't teach us to breathe from our gut. Not only are you supposed to breathe from your gut because it helps you digest food and all that shit's better as well. It's a social thing because they don't.
Just because it continuously mixes your gut.
Well, they don't, it's a social thing because the people, they never taught us to breathe from our gut because it doesn't look good.
I mean, that's fair. It does not look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right.
Socially, it doesn't look good because you're just sticking your gut out. You know, you're like. But apparently, that's like you're supposed to like practice like your breathing techniques like that if you have like really bad like carpal tunnel and stuff, because it'll help heal that. And I've actually been practicing it. It's been making my hands feel way better.
Really?
So you'll breathe like that, bro, right? And you'll feel it restrict the blood flow to your hands. At least I do.
I mean, so you really just like waited this like whole like test period in order to like drop this info on me? You just like totally like withheld it from me. Just like it just didn't matter. Like I wasn't having these problems too. You're just like you're like I know. Hey, suck a dick.
I wrote it down. I just figured this out like a few days ago.
I mean, no. So how many days ago are you thinking?
Probably like maybe 4.
All right, so
And I
four
didn't even
days.
think.
So
I didn't
four
even
days
think about
ago,
telling you. I didn't even think about telling you.
you ain't gonna lie to kick it.
I didn't even think about telling you though till last night, and I made a note of it to talk about it.
And then you forgot to talk to me about it last night.
I know, dude. I know, but I didn't look at my notes. I looked at my notes earlier before we came here. But yeah, I don't know. Breathe with your gut. Apparently, is the move, bro.
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah, you breathe with your gut, and it helps promote blood flow to your hands. Because breathing from your chest is not the wave. Apparently,
It's a no-go.
honestly, dude, the fucked up thing that fucked me up so much when I did it is I never even realized I could breathe through my gut. I always thought I had to breathe through my chest.
I don't know. When you told me that, I spent like probably a minute just sitting
you're
there,
like
trying to like figure out how to breathe like that because I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It feels
like?
fucking off, bro. But once you get going, it feels good. And like, dude, it really helps with like just digesting. Like, I'll just sit and breathe like that after I eat a fucking meal, and it just feels fire. Just stick that gut out.
Anything to help me with these digestive problems. Like, let's be fucking real.
Look at that gut breathing.
Hey, you ain't never seen a gut
Look at
like
that gut breathing.
that.
That's how you do it right there. Is you don't want to breathe. See, look at that chest breathing, bro. You can't even. You gotta get that gut. Fully extend that gut, baby. You know what I mean? Gut breathe.
Fucking A.
That's my advice for today.
Yeah, fucking
That's
A.
PJ's health advice. We'll have it. Maybe we'll have segments where I deep dive when I go fucking manic and fucking start reading shit on the internet because I'm like, I need to fix this problem that I have.
And all right,
and not go to the doctor.
It's all downhill from here. Is all I'm saying.
What can I do? What can I do to be a Jew and save every dollar I can?
I don't
have to go to the doctor.
What fucking essential oils do I need in order to cure depression and manic episodes? Like, does anybody have any information? Like, just let me know.
I don't know if
Asking for a friend,
oils
of course.
will fix that, dude. But
I mean,
horsey sauce helps, dude.
Yeah, I know that Nene saddle does.
Nene saddle does, dude. Not a lot, but just enough, dude. Fuck. I remember what was it, Draven who thought of that one? I was just like, that was like right when Old Town Road came out, man. Oh man, what a good time,
dude! What an absolute psycho.
Fucking Draven, dude. Last time I seen Draven was that fucking. He was at Reds, and he was like there sleeping there for someone's like wedding. Who's in town for like a very short time.
I know he's moving back apparently.
Really? He's over the house.
I don't know. So they're looking for a spot back here. Their lease should be up within the next like 6 months.
That'd be cool, man. I honestly miss Draven, bro.
I know his baby mama is supposed to try and start driving a school bus.
She looks like a fucking school bus driver.
She totally looks like a
She's
school bus
school
driver.
Bus driver vibes.
Yeah, heavy, sure. But yeah, they're supposed to fucking come back here. I told them let me know as soon as you are actually going to be back. Holler at me.
Yeah, dude, that's the fucking homie, dude.
So I mean, I would say within 6 to 8 months.
That'd be cool, man. Well, he's just that over it there.
Yeah, I know. They did 2 years together, and it was like her idea.
They've been gone for 2 years.
Yeah, just about.
Fuck, man, that does not seem like it was that long ago.
I don't know. They left May. It was like May or April of 2021.
Fucking,
because it was like right after COVID, because everyone was still wearing masks when I had to do dump runs and shit.
God, bro, tell me why when I see people that still just I saw some bitch today and she's walking her dog. And this is up in fucking Mill Creek, not in the city, right? In the middle of it's we're in the woods basically, and this bitch is just walking around with her mask on and walking her dog, and I was just like, dude, man, I hope you get COVID. You know what I mean? I mean, is that horrible to say that? But I'm like, you're such a hypochondriac wearing a mask and stuff still in the middle of it's breathe air. Maybe that's just me. I get it if you want to wear one in a highly populated area, but when you're literally in the woods and you're I need to put a mask on, what the fuck is going on there, dude? That's got to be mental shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a dick. I don't know.
I mean, it probably is. What it could also just be is just people literally just not understanding how things work.
Yeah, just full fucking retard, dude. Jesus Christ.
Being out in the woods, you literally have trees which literally process the air.
Yeah, I know.
So it's you're safer there than going out anywhere else. It's it's for when you go into stores where there's no trees, there's no fresh fucking air.
Yeah, it's
we're in Washington.
I know some places still
we're in Washington. It is hard to go 30, 40 feet without going past a tree.
Yeah. No, for sure. The air quality out here is amazing. That's the best part about being out in Washington.
Yeah.
But I know there's places in Seattle that still like make you wear a mask, and I don't go into those businesses because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone asked me like, "You sure? Can you put a mask on?" I'm like, I'm just gonna leave. You know what I mean? I know you have to do it at the hospital or whatever still, or the doctors, but like I kind of get that. You almost want to wear a mask in there anyway because it's just gross in there.
Yeah, I mean it's even one of those things. It's just like, so you're telling me what to do. Well, everything that I know just tells me to tell you absolutely not.
Yeah, the Jews created the disease, dude. So
yeah, no, I mean, for sure. If you really thought about it,
not the Asians, dude. That's what I heard.
The Jews.
Yeah, the Jews did it.
Yeah, the Jews did it. For sure.
Dude, we're already doing COVID misinformation on here just as a joke. Gets fucking banned, dude. I literally posted a fucking clip earlier, dude. On fucking and they like because I said fucking fuck like 100 fucking times in the clip, and they fucking age restricted the shit out of the clip. I was like, because like sometimes I'll be able to get it to pop the clip to pop before it gets like age restricted, and they were like they age restricted it and like
damn near immediately.
Yeah, immediately, dude. They were like, nah, it got like 2 views and then got age restricted.
Do you blame them though?
I mean,
do you think it was a bad call? It's like what I'm asking. Was it a bad call?
I mean, let's be real. Maybe little kids probably shouldn't be seeing that. So,
I mean, I know. As children, like we shouldn't have watched like Chucky and shit like that. This is, or like even like
this is fucked up, bro. Speaking of Chucky, I don't know why I'm about to fucking take a note, dude.
Let's go.
My uncle used to fucking hold me down when I was a kid and force me to watch Chucky the Killer when I was like 4 years old. And I had nightmares for like 6 years when I was a kid because of him. Like it traumatized me, dude.
And this fucking dude.
He literally, he's like, don't be a bitch, and he like hold me down and force me because like no one would watch me or whatever. My uncle's like, oh, I'll watch him, and they just leave me alone with my uncle that's like fucking 15, and he'd just torture me, dude. He'd literally hold me down and he'd be like, don't be a fucking pussy, you know what I mean? And like literally like
so literally my buddy's sister that I grew up playing hockey with, I was like probably like 6 years old, and I went over there and because we had practice the next day, so we were just gonna like fucking carpool together. We ended up watching fucking Chucky with his sister while we were like gambling on horse racing with his fucking parents because they were just all strung the fuck out and wasted. And so we were sports betting gumballs at a certain point while watching Chucky. I didn't sleep for like 3 days.
Yeah, dude.
I did not sleep for 3 days. I was so shook. And the fucked up part was the room I was supposed to stay in had all of these like little dolls that like
my fucking grandma has a room like that. She has a bunch of just porcelain dolls.
Dude, shit out of. I did not.
So fucking dumb,
literally did not sleep for 3 days.
Right, that shit will fuck. Like when I was young, man, that shit used to like really traumatize me. When you're a kid, like horror movies. It's funny you watch that shit now and it's like laughable, like super fucking funny.
And you just like refuse to acknowledge that like that is a possibility. You're like, yeah, that's not real, and just like hard believe it just so you don't lose sleep.
I remember that same uncle, dude. He like showed me fucking South Park the movie Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Yeah,
like he had like one of those small TVs with a VCA player, and like he would go upstairs and like hide in his room because he was like my uncle was like fucking like 15 and I was like 7 or whatever, or like 8, so like we kind of like got along, and like even though he would torture me and shit and like hit me, I was like we were still friends. You know what I mean? Like he'd still like show me South Park and shit, and like I remember when he showed me Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Hey, come on, uncle, hit me again.
I would call him Fatty because he was a fat fuck, so I'd be like, hey Fatty, and then he'd hit me. And it was like this like symbiotic relationship of just mental and physical abuse.
It was just this absolute toxic like blood relationship that he had like rocking right there. He's like, yo, I'm gonna call him a mean name, and then I'm gonna get hit, and then I'm gonna be really upset that I just got hit because like I don't know, look at that. It's the consequences of my own fucking actions.
No, it really is, dude. We'll play the laugh track for that one. That was funny. I mean, I think that was the right button. I don't know.
Who gives a shit?
nice just being me being physically mentally abusive and then him being physically abusive. Just the way the world works sometimes. A lot of these kids that I know in this comedy scene, dude, I don't think they had relationships like that growing up. So you're just like, you know.
I know. Basically, what he's trying to say is a lot of you people didn't get hit as kids, and it's really starting to show.
Not only was I getting hit by my grandma and grandpa and shit.
It's starting to show.
My uncle was also hitting me, dude. It's that generational beatdown. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. So if you really thought about it, like, do you think that you like didn't deserve it, or like would you have hit?
I called him a fatty. You know.
I know. Would you have hit you?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
If I was 15, dude, I was throwing punches at everyone, dude.
Shots at anything.
Yeah, I'd throw drywall, anything. It was all up for game when I was 15. Give me a couple fucking Xanax, dude. I'm gonna be fucking punching anything.
Hey, Kyle, I'm gonna need you to take 10 seconds back.
Yeah, but no, I remember he showed me Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, dude. And I just never remember like how it like changed my life. He had like a Sonic, like you know those little TVs, whatever, and it was like the Suns, like because I was like his favorite basketball team.
Jesus,
and it was like this little Suns TV, and we'd watch Bigger, Longer, Uncut on it. And I just remember I learned so many swear words and just like it was glorious, dude. It really just shaped me into.
I don't know, what a time to be alive. Thanks, if you really thought about it, I mean, I don't know. GTA was on fucking the Game Boy Advance at that time. Like, I don't know, it was a good time to be alive. Is what we're getting at.
Thanks for showing me, Bill. If you're listening to this, Paul, thank you. It's your fault. One of you. Maybe it might not. It's not all your fault, but like part of the reason I am the way I am. From my interactions with you, dude.
I know, there's a good chance.
Love you, Uncle Paul.
Yeah,
me and Paul are so cool now. It's so funny. I remember he would like, I would like when I come home, he would like, I'd be like smoking cigarettes out whatever, and he would like come smoke a cigarette with me and like hide it from his wife. It's so funny.
I know. Walking out to like meet up with you because he knew you were smoking and you weren't supposed to.
Probably hasn't.
I know. Literally just to ask you for a cigarette and be like, all right, I won't say anything.
Yeah, don't.
I know, because he wasn't gonna say anything anyways. You gave him a cigarette. If he said that you gave him a cigarette, he was in more trouble than you. He was literally just like, yo, you got played like a fiddle, son.
Man, it's just so funny too. Because he'd be like, last time I smoked was with you when you were here like 2 years ago. I was like, man, I really start people off with a good start right there, you know. I'm the person you relapse with after fucking 2 years of not doing something.
I mean, honestly, if you really thought about it, you're probably just doing God's work. Yeah, I mean, anyway, if God just trapped.
Yeah, bro, God's work, dude.
Yeah,
God's plan, dude.
Yeah, it's God's plan, but
God's plan
for sure.
God's plan is for you to smoke this fag like a British man. That's what the Brits call it. I'm bringing it back, dude.
Hey, suck this Dunhill like you're mad at it.
Yeah, bro.
Like, yo, what are you gonna do about it? Hey, go knuckle deep. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, go knuckle deep, man. That crowd was not hyped on that knuckle deep joke, dude.
That was one of the best parts, but just for the simple fact that dude was like, yeah, I got my kid here. Like, yo, I'm going to go up, bro. And then, like, we're all going to leave. And so he kicks you out of first spot. You take second spot. And then literally he finishes this set and just sits down. And you're, like, going up there just like, well, I can't talk about being a little spoon or bath salts. I know. Hey, I guess I'm going to talk about Arby's and Wendy's.
Yeah,
I know, maybe a little Chick-fil-A because, you know, hey, knuckle deep and all.
And then I brought them back into where I was like, your slaves make your phones. And they were like, they're like, can we just go back to the gay chicken, gay people who make chicken, or the people that hate gay people that make chicken? Holy shit, that was a mouthful.
Yeah, Jesus
that was a little tism, dude. Fuck. Little retardation. God, we're just really checking all the boxes on that one.
Hey, rated R for retard. The way we get dumb money.
Hey, it's the R word. Oh man.
Hey, the schmedium R is what we'll call it. It's not a hard R. It's a schmedium R for sure. If you really thought about it, it's a schmedium R.
Just make sure to breathe with your gut. Do gut breaths. Let's practice them together, guys.
Yep, you ready?
From the gut, dude.
Yeah.
I got that belly boy pizza in there, dude. You got to breathe through it.
Yeah.
Biscuit's like, bro, I can breathe from my gut too, dude.
Biscuit, I had some questions to ask you. How do you feel about today?
She's like, I'm a dog.
Ma'am.
She's like, blue cheese, I smell it.
Yeah, hey, she smell that funk.
Oh
Let's
man,
go.
it's so funny.
Go lie down.
I was fucking hanging out with this one kid last night, and he was like, like talking all this big shit about trying to come and like do an open mic. He's like, I'll be there tonight, man. Blah 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 blah. And I like texted him. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna pull up there probably till later. And he's just like, oh, dude, I'm not even gonna go. And I just laughed so hard because I was like telling him, I was like, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I can just tell by like your personality type that you're not gonna do it. And it's just so funny how quickly he backed out. Couple beers in him, he's like, I'm gonna do it. And then he's like, no, you're not.
And then a couple of beers later, he was like rethinking everything. He was just going through an existential crisis.
He's like, what am I doing? I'm not even gonna be funny. It's like, and I told him, that's what I told him too. I was like, you're not. You're gonna have to suffer for like 6 months to like a year before you even like. That's why, like, I feel like I didn't pick up any momentum like until like literally like 2-3 months ago, and I was like literally 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
I was just dying on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'd have some shit that would fucking hit it or whatever, but like I didn't even have bits or nothing. I just had I'd just go up there and swing for the fences. Now I finally am starting to get like transitional shit or this, that, but it's just so funny like watching people fucking do it. Or like talk about wanting to do it and then fucking just bitch down. I hope you listen to this, dude. You should fucking do it if you think you want to do it, man.
I mean, it just kind of seems like the move anyways.
Dude, comedy's fun,
like,
man.
No, why not?
Fucking swing.
Why not? And if we're gonna be running this fucking 3-4 nights a week, it's I might as well go to those fucking open mics and actually do something.
Bro, I'm telling you, you should
sit.
get up, man. I think you're funny as fuck, dude. And like honestly, other comedians that I do comedy with too, like or like even fucking David the other night when I was with him, he's like, Jesse should do comedy, dude. Because you're just funny. You have like a fucking knack for just like what's funny and shit. You know what I mean?
I know, just trying to be on my toes.
Yeah,
on,
you
like,
just have
the
a
regular.
good sense of humor too, man. It's like I feel like that goes like a long way. And you really don't seem to give a fuck what people think about, and that's kind of like.
Which is very entertaining. It almost makes like every day better because you're like, yo, like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And are you thinking you're gonna feel worse than I feel already right now? Like,
say that I haven't already said to myself in my head.
Hey, run it. And
like,
what do I have to lose?
Maybe
like,
it's just me, but like it's just like there is a amount of like either confidence or not giving a fuck that comes with doing comedy because like it's just like
which is kind of a collab of both if you really think about it because like not giving a fuck is a lot of confidence.
No,
you're just like yo, what does it matter?
It definitely is a confidence. It's just not giving a shit. There's a confidence in that because like it's hard to not give a shit about dumb shit, honestly.
Which I mean, we every single time some dumb shit goes down. We spend probably 3-4 hours on the phone at bare minimum talking and just laughing about just dumb shit going on in the scene. So it's like, yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of dumb shit that does go on in the fucking comedy scene. I really try to just distance myself from all of it. It was so fucking funny, just having us all sit down, like when I like David and Femi and shit, and just some of the things that were just said. It was so fucking funny, like. Fucking the homie with me because like we were talking, I was like talking about doing like some joke came about Chatterbait and Femi's like Pierce used to do that shit and then fucking Felix is like you must have a huge hog on you and fucking David's like you know what's funny, that's not the first comedian to ask Pierce about the size of his penis. He's like I've now witnessed like 2-3 people ask Pierce in the comedy scene the size of his penis. And like this one was now on tape, you know.
I just over here just like casually packing some schmeat. Like it just don't even matter. So just funny. Like I just out here just raw dogging so reality.
Funny, dude. Like I was just like, damn, bro. It just be like that.
And it's funny that David remembered people David like asking things about your dick.
We'll not say the girl's name, but they will never fucking forget when fucking this one chick that got done like grilling me out for like my comedy, and then somehow within like a minute of us arguing, she was like, "Well, how big is your penis?" And then like retracts the statement. It was fucking, and like even David was like, "What the fuck did this bitch just say?" Like what the fuck? Like we were literally arguing. She was like telling me, she's like, "You need to clean up your act, and like maybe people would like you more if blah 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 blah." I was like, I'm not looking. I just want to do comedy. So.
Yeah, and I'm literally just here to kill times in between like trading and selling cards.
Yeah,
like I am literally, I am killing time. Like effectively is basically what I'm doing.
Dude,
at this
so funny
point.
because I was looking back on that video just now, and like 20 people have looked on it, and like a few people have watched into it. Like you can look at the watch times, and I would just love to know who watched in it, like hoping that we talk about something else, or just being like, what the fuck is what is going on here? Just ranting about trading cards. I'm like, well, the Pokemon just is so funny,
dude.
It is the main love though, dude. I love trading cards and I love fucking like video games and all that shit. And just
I mean, yeah, just the rant we had with John, like 30 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago. For probably like 20, 25 minutes. Just literally explaining Flesh and Blood, Magic, fucking Pokemon, Weiss.
God, like, man.
Just literally going deep for no reason.
Man, Weiss was tanking, dude. Boxes were selling for like $30, $40. And like all of it's like recovered back up to like $80, $90, man.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They were like, shit was dumping. Okay. I wish I would have bought. That's one game that I wish I would have been buying in more. But it just never really happened.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's hard to actually like get invested into.
HoloLive set, remember that HoloLive set, dude? I bought boxes for like $70, and I like $120, dude. I wish I would have bought way more.
I mean, it's kind of what happens, but I mean, them dropping so far, it would have been like one of those things of just like, yo, am I just gonna go down with the ship?
Yeah. Well, it's like I honestly think Weiss will go for a while because the IP of that company is like they have like fucking legit like like animes so there's like people that like that anime will collect those cards, and like it has an Adventure Time set, like, you know what I mean?
I do. I know Joey's told me about that so much.
Yeah, that fucking Adventure Time set's lit. It goes for like fucking $250 a box now, and like
no shit. I know. Last time I looked at it, it was like $135.
Yeah, they're super expensive now, dude.
Fucking A, of course they are.
Super expensive. And that was like a really hated set when it came out. It was like, I think they went down to.
It was dog shit.
Yeah, it went down to like $50 at one point, and I don't know, man. Weiss is cool. The art is super sick, and like the rarity, the cards and shit are all actually legit rare. Like the like super that double SP whatever the fuck, like there's only like so many of those. But apparently this is what I was like hearing through like the grapevine, like Rudy and people talking about, is like you buy these master cases, right?
Yes.
And it's like 18 boxes.
Okay.
In one of those master cases, like if it's a factory case, you're guaranteed one of those like super special rare cards that are worth like $1,200.
All right. Well, how much is a master case?
Master case is usually like 2 Gs.
So $1,200 card, and then I have to literally sell all the bulk.
Yeah. Well, the idea is what a lot of people do is they buy these master cases and they rip them till they pull that card, right? And then they sell the rest of the boxes. And then the bulk of the cards.
Yeah, but we know how our luck runs. And I know it's either fire luck. Like I know we're pulling that first like 15 packs. Or it is like we are literally down to like halfway through the last box, which it's like I'm finishing out the box.
That's also why I never really bought into this set, the games and sets, because they say like Rudy doesn't buy single boxes of that. Like he'll do single boxes of like Magic and like Pokemon, but he will only buy master cases of Weiss because he sees all the value basically being in those master cases.
I mean, that totally makes sense.
And that's the only reason I've never really, like, I have a few boxes like sets like HoloLive or whatever that I knew were gonna be fire.
Yeah.
That I just I held like 2 of them. I actually made money opening that set too, which was crazy. It was the only Weiss like set that I ever like
opened it actually.
I was actually profiting, and like people were buying the bulk and shit. It was crazy, dude. It's crazy what HoloLive is. HoloLive is like, dude, if you will listen to this and you want to fucking go down the deepest rabbit hole of just fucking Japanese utter fucking nonsense, dude, type in HoloLive Productions.
Hey, HoloLive Productions, you heard it here first.
It'll fucking break your brain, bro. Basically, like, it's literally not even like an anime or anything. It's like a fucking website like Twitch, right? But like these fucking they're real people that create anime characters and live stream with those anime characters. So like imagine if you just were a streamer, right? And instead of being yourself, you were just like an animated anime character. And you fucking like, and there's like a whole there's like $1 billion economy in Japan behind people just watching avatars stream video games and stupid shit. It's insane. Like it's the craziest.
It's so like $1 billion industry.
It's huge, dude. It's like they literally make like it's huge, dude. It's like one of the biggest streaming platforms in Japan.
Wow.
That's why that set was so popular, because it like just between like super like I forget what they're fucking called, like There's like a word for people that are like really into Japanese art and stuff. I forget the name.
Anime.
Yeah, an anime. There's like a word for it. I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, it's a weeb. That's what they call Weiss. And like, if you know what, like real weebs, dude, are really, really about Hollow Live. Like they're so fucking about it. And it's just like, imagine if you on your time, your like spare time, you're like, I'm gonna watch this dumb person that's like an anime avatar. It could be just like a dude behind there. You don't fucking know.
I don't know. 9 times out of 10, it is just a dude.
Yeah, it probably is just a dude. It's a bunch of fucking weird old Chinese dudes that run the company, and it's like they're killing it, man. They're absolutely fucking killing it.
I know, and of course they are. I know they're putting in bare minimum effort. I mean, they're like, obviously, like once they actually start taking off, they're like, all right, cool. Like we'll put a little more effort, but it is still bare minimum.
Yeah,
like
I
know they're female.
I mean, you don't even have to stream yourself. You can just stream an avatar. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they figured out the way to do like the absolute bare minimum. But it's like
that real meta shit. Like that's what it'll all be one day. Like we won't even have like Twitch streamers. That's like some super like I don't want to say like metaverse type shit, but it is, man. It's fucking deep. It's some deep internet shit where you're like, what? I remember it took me fucking like an hour of research to even figure out what I was looking at because I was so confused.
Checks out.
Like, you know what I mean? I literally had to watch like a YouTube video with some fucking weeby like fucking white dude explain to me what it was, and I was just like, oh, I'm so deep on the internet. Why am I here? Like fucking these goddamn rabbit holes, bro. Brother, there's this one show that I be watching, dude. It comes up on fucking what do you call it, Snapchat and shit, and it's like called Dating Different. I have some bits about it, but dude, they like take like disfigured people, right, that have like all these like problems and ailments.
Okay.
Like this one bitch, right? Like this one that made me laugh so hard. This one bitch or dude or whatever the fuck had like, she was like half her body didn't develop right, and like she's got like all these like it's got all these like gimp, like it's like baby feet and a baby down here, like half the body, and the other half of the body is like fully grown. And
I know, so it's similar to like 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah,
where like Whitey and like his sister or whatever had like those like size like 13 feet on like
not
one
like
foot.
Dude, like I mean legitimately, like it doesn't even look like she has an upper half body. Like imagine a fully developed body with like legs that are like that big.
Okay.
Like it's fucking like she has to walk around on her arms and shit. And they show her dating, and she's a transvestite. So, and she wants to.
Damn, she's really just going for all the attention.
Yeah, all the attention, and she said she wants to transition, and I didn't even know she had a penis. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know there was anything going on down there, and she's like trying to cut off whatever she's got going on down there.
I mean, I don't know why. Why would she cut off something that is barely there?
You should have seen her fucking boyfriend, dude. Her boy,
I know. Obviously, if she was just packing some schmeat. Like, she would have left it. That was an easy tripod.
Like, but dude, like this dude,
an easy tripod.
Her boyfriend, right, is wearing like a weed hat and like a fucking Insane Clown Posse t-shirt and shit.
That checks out.
And he's like, I get a lot. He's like, a lot of people judge me. I don't care. And this dude, he's like, I love her. She's my angel. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then like the other one, they had this dude that was a burn victim, right? His whole body's just burnt. He lost his hands, and they had to amputate, like took his toes off and made toes from his
fingers from his toes.
And he's just like all nubby. And then you watch him go on a date. I'm like, this shit is it's so funny. It's also just like, maybe it's not. I don't know. I just can't stop laughing. And every time I see a new one, I just can't look away. Like, dude, they have crazy ones. Like they had like this like lady that was like a midget with like elephantitis and shit, and her legs, like she's a midget and her legs like fucking like her legs bigger than her. You know what I mean?
Jesus
and
Christ.
She just like walks, you know what I mean? Like she goes on a date. You're like, dude, this is, how do I not look at that? Like, how do I not like, maybe I just am just, I have
that just lets you know how humanity's doing. They're just really like, does. They're thinking with their dick, not their head.
Yeah, no, 100%.
100%. Like, there's no other choice behind it. They're just like, you know what? It has a pulse. And they're just like, yeah, we'll go for it.
Dude, it's
which is terrifying. Because how many of those people have I walked by just being in the city that are like, would do something like that? Like, what is the probability?
Well, it's like, dude, it's so funny. Like, like in my bit where I'm like, dude, imagine being the friend that like set you up on that date. It's like, hey, You're gonna go on a date with this fucking midget with like a fucking huge elephantitis leg.
So
and there's gonna be cameras there, but it's like, bro, she'll probably top you up. You know what I mean?
no. So is that a friend or an op? Because realistically, that doesn't seem
is that
like
a friend or an op? I'm just saying, who else sets you up on that date?
Somebody who doesn't care about you.
That's the joke is like whoever did that, like honestly.
Yeah, it's just the piece of shit.
It's like just trying to take advantage of you. It's like, dude, come on, man, just do it.
No.
I know you, dude. You're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, anything with a pole is like you're into.
It's like I know
like,
you. I'm just
run
fuck everything, dude. I'm just like, come on, now you don't want to fuck the midget with the elephantitis leg.
You piece of shit.
Whatever the burn victim, dude. Like they put him on a date with like a pretty girl, and I was like, this bitch ain't ever gonna stay with this fucking nub hand burn victim. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
You think she's gonna stay with him? A pretty normal looking girl. You think she wants to stay with him? Let's be real. Let's be honest.
That's gonna be a hard no from me. There, chef.
I don't think she just like. You really think that bitch can just look beyond that? Like, I don't know. I've never met a woman that isn't that shallow and vain, or have I met a man? I'm gonna be honest. Like, so it's like, oh, I just liked his personality. Dude, they had this other one.
I just liked his personality. Like, if you really thought about it, PJ was really just into his personality.
Bro,
like that was
so
it.
Funny,
that
dude.
was like that was the money.
Can I see your hands? And he like puts his hands. She's like, they're so cool. I was like, this bitch is a fucking liar. She's lying to the camera. She's lying to all of America. She's lying to him.
Hey, if anybody needs me, if anybody needs me to lie to a camera for money, I got you,
bro. There was
there's no reason you have to hire her. Like, yo, we can both make that happen for you,
bro. It was my favorite. Whatever you need. It was my favorite one. There was this girl with like, she was like very pretty, attractive face and all this, right?
Yeah.
And she's just like a paraplegic, like she don't got no arms, no legs, or nothing type shit,
Tight.
And she's super cute face, right? And they take her on a date, and like this guy just pulls up, and she's like, did you even know that I had no arms? You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. Just imagine.
Whoa, run that one back.
This bitch had no arms, bro.
Okay, yeah.
And she's like, I don't even know if they told him that I don't have arms. And you show up, they do blind dates with these fucking paraplegic, like they're just totally mangled people, and then they put them on blind dates with normal people.
What is the name of this show again?
Dating Different.
Okay,
it's so good.
I know we're gonna write this down after this podcast.
Good,
I know because I am that is a huge rabbit hole that I need to get into.
It's so good.
I know with how good the specials were.
It's so
like
good,
I argued you about that at the start, and then we just ended up getting into it just because that's just who we are.
Yeah.
And then actually rating people based off of the disability, just being like, yo, I really don't think they have it. I really don't think that they have it.
Yeah,
like,
I think he's faking it, just like all these kids with autism.
I know. This boy is here for the bag. This boy's a bag chaser. This boy is not disabled.
So funny though, but they take this guy on this like normal looking dude on a date with girl with no arms, right?
And no legs.
I think she has one leg
barely.
one. She's all fucked up, right? Her body all sits all sideways and shit. Like she's all mangled up.
That boy,
but she has a really
girl
cute
not
face.
only hit an IED, that bitch got the UID.
But no, dude, it's so funny. And this was the thing is like, she's like, I'm looking for a partner. It's like, bitch, you looking for a caregiver? You know what I mean? Let's be real. Let's be honest. And bro, this is what made me almost upset. Is at one point during the dinner, like, cause she's like, she can't even like eat or nothing. She's like asking him. She's like, "Can you switch out my straw for me?" And I was like, "What, bitch? What else am I gonna start doing for you? You know what I mean? You got no arms. I need to switch your straws out and shit."
And imagine. I've literally seen dogs take straws in and out of drinks.
She was like,
it is just like, yo, I don't know, if she can't do that herself, it's like, yo, not only is she trying to sucker somebody into being like, oh, like, yeah, we could be like dating or like I will marry you.
Yeah,
versus
just
like,
literally
diapers, just trying to get free healthcare. Is basically what this broad is trying to do.
Yeah, that's what she was doing. They're like dating different, free healthcare. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I laughed so hard when she asked him to switch the straw.
Honestly, such a power move. Like, hey, you gotta work with what you got. If people are out here able to have these fucking OnlyFans and they look like dog shit, she should be able to fucking hustle, You know, a
Yeah, she
couple
deserves
fucking,
it, dude.
a couple nubs
I
with a
agree,
wet
dude.
spot.
She needs to get that motherfucker to switch her straws out, bro.
Yeah,
Get more power to her, dude.
Yeah, hey, run it.
Yeah, fucking get yours, player. But yeah, you gotta watch that show, Dating Different. It's like it's like a YouTube show, I think, or it's on like TLC. I forget, but man, they have a bunch of episodes on YouTube, and it's on Snap. That's where I found it originally on Snapchat. They like clipped the show out on Snapchat.
That totally checks out. That you would find something like that on Snapchat, just because it's like,
so good.
They're very accurate. They listen definitely way more intensely than any other fucking app because they are so on point with what they show. I'm just like, yeah, that's great clip.
It's honestly one of the best, dude. Like you see this shit and you're like, watch this transgender paraplegic fucking. You're like, how do I not click on this, dude? You know. And you know what I wish they showed in that show is I wish they showed the real stuff, like how they go to the bathroom and like how they make love and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I really want to see all this. Like they need to get a Patreon.
I know. Hey, imagine having no arms and one leg, and just being like, hey, baby, get me out of this wheelchair.
Like I really just like if I could.
Hey, get me out of this wheelchair. If you help me, I will do this.
Yeah, like if you help me switch out my straws and shit, I'll top you up, even though I got no arms, bro.
I know. Hey, if you help.
Yeah, if
like,
you help, dude.
I know. Yeah, if you help me get into like the right spot, like we can make this happen.
You need free healthcare, bro. You change my diapers, I give you top. You know what I mean?
Anyway, it's
what
a
else
good
do you
deal.
What else do you offer with
deal.
no legs? You know,
like
you're like
really, if you thought about it, it's a really good deal.
Face, you know, like.
Anyway, it's a good deal.
But yeah, I think that dude, watch that show, Dating Different, man. It's real good.
Okay, fuck yeah.
It's real good. It's
hell yeah.
Damn, we're at 40 minutes right now. Look at that.
Effortlessly.
Yeah, that was crazy. 40 minutes, literally no effort at all. Just talking about fucking midgets and fucking
and whites.
Yeah, Jesus. Dude,
yeah,
really on one today.
Yeah, nothing but midgets and whites.
Midgets and whites. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's the name of my next band. Midgets and Weiss.
Midgets and Weiss.
Yeah, and it can't be Weiss midgets. It's got to be midgets and Weiss.
Dude, it's
just because it adds that little bit of depth, it makes you really think about like both those words.
It's funny. I know some kids that like really identify. They're like, I'm a weeb, you know, like these kids I used to rave with and shit. And I'm like, do you even know what weeb is, like Weiss and stuff? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, you really haven't gone that far down that rabbit hole, then, my friend, because. You just I think I'm pretty sure I'm a weeb, and I definitely don't like to like act like I am. I like to act like I'm like this hard, whatever the fuck degenerate with like a loud mouth, but then I'm out here just walking.
I mean, I know we understand that you like to walk around hard, like I mean.
Yeah, walk around hard, dude.
Yeah,
fucking,
that's cool. And
fucking rocking hard, bro.
And all I'm saying is that you're scaring the people.
Yeah,
that's all I'm trying to like get at right now.
Rock hard, dude.
Rock hard.
Fucking boulder. Rocking that boulder. Fuck.
Hey, he goes hard in the paint is all he's trying to say right now. Rock hard.
Dude, it's so funny. Waka Flocka is like fucking ad libs, but like before like his old like he didn't. I know he doesn't make music anymore.
Yeah.
But, like you just see him. He's like bow bow bow. He's like Riverdale. Brick Squad.
The amount of people that I have seen that have used samples from Waka Flocka songs, I'm just like, damn, this boy was crushing ad libs. Literally, his whole songs were nothing but ad libs.
Yeah, they really just were ad libs.
Yeah, like that was literally what he was pushing, and the only way to do that is in an actual track.
It's just so funny that he's like vegan now and like works on a farm.
He has his own little farm.
What's up?
He has his own farm. Which is super sick.
It's just so funny that Zans, we the Trudem squad. You see these hoes, we done ran through them. Zans, we don't shoot them. It's like that's like who's working on a farm now.
Brick Squad.
That was like the anthem when I was like on Xanax. I was like, you see these hoes.
Xanax and ecstasy for sure.
First, man, how am I not dead? Fuck.
It was by the grace of God or by the curse of God.
Yeah,
either he wasn't gonna let you off that easy.
When you're a straight super gremlin, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a hard knock life for us.
I'm like a super ogre. I'm just straight ogre life.
Hey, Trump. He is super gremlin.
Super gremlin, bro. Bro, that's like the best fucking interview ever. when that dude from Barstool enters Kodak, it's so fucking funny. He's like, He's like, when they see me, I'm white.
Hey, for sure, one of the best interviews.
Such a good.
But then there's there's simple things as like Gucci Mane going to fucking court, and they're just like, yo, are you guilty for assaulting them? And he's like, bitch, I might be.
I hit it with the laugh track right there, I think, or the snare.
Sick.
Bitch, I might
be. Yeah, are you guilty? Bitch, I might be.
Bitch, I might be.
That is one of the absolute greatest fucking things ever said
it
in
really
court.
Is, bro.
Just because it was like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, yo, hey, what if I did? Hey, then what?
Dude, it's funny is I remember like people were saying he got caught up like pushing weight and stuff, and I read recently that he got caught just like assaulting a police officer while he was hella drunk, and that's all it was. And then they caught him with a gun, but like,
I mean, because they were going to catch Gucci with a gun. It didn't really matter what the fuck happened. I remember
people telling me he was like trapping hella like packs and got caught up, and it was just him drunk in like Atlanta assaulting a police officer. He's like fuck you, I'm Big Gucci. He's like, I ain't no bitch. And he was not, apparently.
Hey, it's facts right there.
Got run gang on it, bro.
God, who is that fucking skater who ended up being in fucking jail with fucking Gucci?
There was a skateboarder that was in jail with him?
Yeah. Sure. Fuck, I cannot remember his fucking name for the life of me. He's got face tattoos also. Oh, man, it's going to bug the shit out of me.
With like Tony Hawk? Does the podcast with Tony Hawk? Is it? Because I know that dude has all the face tats and a skateboarder, but that's like the only one I can think of. That dude that Tony Hawk does a fucking podcast with is hella weird. He's like another skateboarder, and he's like bi and shit, and like it's just so funny. Like he'll talk about doing some like super gay shit, and it just like you can tell it makes Tony like really uncomfortable. Like he talks about like he's like on Your Mom's House. He's like talking about fisting this guy in a glory hole or whatever. He's like, and he looks at Tony. He's like, I'm sorry, Tony.
From what I heard, it was Antoine Dixon.
I don't even know who that is.
He used to skate for fucking Death Wish. God, who the fuck else did he used to skate for? Can't remember off the fucking top of my head for the life of me.
Riverdale. Brick Squad. Fucking A, man. Walker's like, he's like, I'm a vegan now, dog.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a vegan. Shit. I'm still going to pull up in my fucking chinchilla coat, but I'm a vegan.
He's like, yeah, bro.
I'm a vegan. I wear it. I don't eat it.
He's like,
I don't eat it. I wear it, dog. Like, yo, hey, I'm big time out here, son. I'm big time, dog. Hey, you guys can't afford fucking vegetables. Like, I can afford vegetables and wear animal skin, son. Like, what are you going to do about it?
Damn, dude. Fucking R.I.P. Flock of Flame, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's Flocka Lib now, bro. Waka Lib, bro, instead of Waka Flocka.
And hey, he goes hard in the motherfucking garden, son.
Yeah, he go hard in the motherfucking garden. He's like, you see these votes? I
rigged them.
Yeah, he's like, oh man. He's like, you see, he see these hoes. We want to treat them real nice is what we do now. That's what Waka does.
That's fucking hilarious.
He lived out, bro. He went vegan. He's like, bro, Bill Gates is right.
Hey, live it up.
He's like, beyond
time to live it up.
You know, they say that like more animals die when you grow vegetables than when you grow meat because you have to like fucking just gun down hella shit because otherwise they'll eat all your plants.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Like hella birds and hella animals die.
Even insects.
Yeah, you just gotta fucking kill hella shit to grow plants. It's just so funny though. It's just
and what's crazy is like I know a lot of vegan people that have like started eating bugs because it's not viewed as like a source of protein, like it's just an insect.
We're just splitting hairs at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Fucking absolutely. You're just like, nah, go fucking fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, hey, are you actually vegan? Or are you completely plant based? Or is it
I used to be vegan for so long, and I was so fat.
and nothing's enjoy. Nothing is really enjoyable. Like the amount of effort you have to put in to a dish to actually just be satisfied is like so much extra effort. There's like pickling, there's different fucking marinating and stuff like that on just dumb shit, different processes on cooking. I'm not gonna lie, like it is like 2 hours worth of dishes to like cook like a decent meal for like 8 to 10 people that's like vegan, for like something that's actually gonna be
so many carbs.
Proper.
So many fucking carbs, dude.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on 50 minutes, man.
And let's be realistic. Who really likes cauliflower that much?
I like the cauliflower pizza, but I don't like cauliflower by itself at all.
That's what I'm saying. And cauliflower wings.
Never
like,
really, that shit is fucking gay, bro. Those are not
That is
wings.
the dumbest shit
That's
ever.
What
like, yo, don't ever disrespect me and tell
Waka
me.
Flocka, he's like, I'll take the cauliflower fag wings.
Yeah.
Fucking Waka, dude. I respect it, though, dude. At least he got money and fucking did something good. Apparently, he owns, like, hella properties and shit, and he's, like, killing it.
He go hard in the motherfucking paint.
He's like, I'll go hard. He's like, now I'm a slum lord, bro.
Yeah. I know, hey, it's only going to be, like, 10 years, and he's going to be selling those places on Airbnb. Like, yo, you know that's the fucking truth, dog. Like, yo, he ain't out here playing.
Oh, man. We really, I don't know how much more do you want to do? Or, like, should we just kind of wrap it up here?
I mean, yeah, fuck it, let's call it.
Yeah, it's like about 50 minutes seems good. You know, like that was a good run. You know, if I'll say maybe next time let's try to like do an hour, and like I don't really feel like we need to do more than an hour because it seems like a lot and like uploading and.
I mean, I know it's enough. It's enough to just like get it.
Yeah, maybe if we're all sitting.
It's just literally just practice right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think we did. We had a really good flow, so you know.
Yeah.
Had a lot of topics. Dating different was good. Check that out.
Dating different. I am like so stoked to watch and us talk about this next time.
Yeah, not a sponsor, but yeah, you watch Dating Different, and we'll come back and we'll reconvene, dude. Maybe we'll just make this podcast Dating Different podcast. You know, where we just talk about retards and paraplegics.
I mean, I know. If we could add
down.
I mean, if we can add like Little People, Big World, the specials,
I love that show.
Like, if we can add a couple things like that, like, I mean, yeah, absolutely, I'm interested. I know if we could also have the Ringer tossed in there, just because Johnny Knoxville is great.
Dude,
he does a great
so fucking
impression.
Funny, right? I showed my family the specials in Pennsylvania. I showed them the specials.
I know, you told me how much they loved it.
So funny. You know how it ended though? Is like they all were like, "Dude, you remember the Ringer?" And then we all sat down after watching like 4 episodos of the specials
and watch the
Ringer. It was fucking funny. And dude, you know what got really weird is my grandparents. They started talking about how like my grandma had a 6th son that was fucking had Down syndrome that they just like left in a home. And like and it got real serious and real weird, and like all these like fucking all this shit started coming up, and like I was like, we had a fucking Down syndrome like my uncle that like I never met
because he just got left in a home.
And like all this shit they were saying, I was like, man, this got real fucked up. But like my uncle was talking about how like the Down syndrome kid would like shit in the house and like hit him and shit, and like they were some fucking brutal stories, but they were funny. And I was like, this is why I'm so fucked up. Like I was like,
so what's the address of the home? We should go see if he made it.
Oh, he's dead for sure.
I mean, that's what you think.
No, that's what they said. My mom said my mom was there. She was the only one with him at the end of his life. My mom was the only one in the family that went there for him and was with him when he was dying. Man, we're ending on a real sad note right there. Fuck.
I know. Hey, as sad as it is, it's like, yo, hey. The boy probably lived his best life. Because anybody that's going to abandon you like that is just like, that's not who you want around anyways.
Yeah, apparently my mom said like she'd visited him off and on over the years. But like my grandma and everybody, apparently they just kind of just like forgot about
just chalked it up to the
but,
game.
Like,
they were just like,
Susie had like 7 fucking
we're
kids,
done.
Bro. She had 7 kids. And like they were rich. So they just put the one in the home at the time before they lost all the money. And it's just like, it's just crazy. Or you show some people like that and the real trauma comes out, you know, you're like, oh shit, I was just trying to have a good time. I didn't realize that we were all going to get real depressed and think about the uncle we all neglected and let die in a home. Holy shit.
I thought we were all just going to enjoy this moment, not just like sit around and do like kumbaya and like cry for the next fucking.
They didn't cry. It was just like the lack of empathy in the conversations were pretty insane. I was like,
I know it's as good as crying.
Yeah, this is some hard shit, bro.
That's fucking actually, I know, as tragic as that is, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like my uncle was like talking about how like the special needs kid would like beat the fuck out of him and shit when he was younger, and that's like why they had to put him at home or something because he was like violent. I guess I don't know that's what I got, but
I mean, honestly, I would be fucking pissed off too.
Yeah, I feel it if I was all just pissed out.
Honestly, if you really thought about it, like, yo, I would be just as pissed off too.
All right, well, I think I'll play some funk music. You know, we'll just keep playing some funk, and we'll funk it out, dude.
Funk it up.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, go funk yourself, dog. Get the funk out of my face, is all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Jews, Kanye was right. My family abandoned a mentally challenged person. I don't know. What else horrible shit can I say before we go? I don't know. Thanks if you did listen. I doubt anyone listened to this far, but if you did, get Blue Chew. Saba, whatever the fuck. No, I'm just fucking.
Basically, all we're getting at is if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
Damn, Big Red. I used to really like that shit.
Dude, Big Red's pretty fucking smack, actually, especially when you're on some fucking
juicy
dose
fruit,
or you're
man.
on some ecstasy.
I remember I really liked Juicy Fruit, but
I mean, for like 5 seconds.
All right, guys. Well, we're out of here, dude. We're doing it 55 minutes and